Hello, welcome back. I am Frexistential, and we are playing Darkest Dungeon 2. We're starting off on a fresh run. We're starting from Chapter 2, and we're using a new crew. So here's our loadout. I basically went through and wanted to mix it up a little bit. We've been using the usual suspects a lot, and we've got all their skills unlocked. So it's time to kind of use a couple new classes, unlock some of their skills. And just, see, experiment a little bit. So, I didn't want to, bore everyone by going through each and every class as I was just trying to pick which ones I wanted to play. So here is our crew. We're doing the Hellion in the first rank. She is aesthetic, and she has a lazy eye. I figured, lazy eye, she doesn't really have much in the regards of range. She's more melee focused, I believe, so I think this is alright. In the second rank, we have Man-at-Arms, and I'm going to try to do a total damage focus with Man-at-Arms. I've used Man-at-Arms a lot, so I'm familiar with the skills, but I'm going to be using, I've never used Courageous Abandon, and I wanted to really do a lot of Retribution, and just really, it's the Vanguard path. So he's got, max HP, but his Riposte and Crush is enhanced. And he's a Gaunt Slayer, and he's greedy. We're also using the Plague Doctor, so another character that we've used a bunch. She does not like pillagers, and she's resolute, so she has sworn off the bottle. We haven't used a lot. We've messed around with Surgeon a little bit, but we're going to go back to it. The past few runs that we've done with her, it's been the Alchemist. And I want to try to see if we can get Cause of Death to pop off. And lastly, we've only used the Occultist once, and it was a very short, unsuccessful run. But we'll give him another shot. He's in the back rank. He's in, the very back. He's got a lot of range stuff, so I think this is going to work out. But let's go. So, before I started to record, I was chatting just on stream and was saying how it's been a crazy few days. So I live in New York City, and it's been, of course you all know, for the amount of ambulances or cars you hear go by in the background. But I'm in the city, and the sky was orange yesterday. The entire outside was orange. It was horrifying. Start off with Disorienting Blast. And that seemed to not really do much. So anyway, there are some wildfires in Quebec that have been blowing down most of the Northeast. And when I was recording on Tuesday, I was complaining about it a little bit, it was a little bit smoky. I had my windows cracked, but it wasn't really anything that was too terrible. But it was starting, and there were some air quality warnings that I was I've seen them pop up here and there, but nothing has been really noticeably bad that I've ever noticed, where I am. Usually when the air quality is pretty bad, it just means that there's a ton of pollen in the air, so I didn't think much of it. Went to bed with my windows cracked open, just to kind of as I usually do, because it gets stuffy in my apartment. And I woke up in the morning, and my throat was scratchy. It just, wasn't a good time. You can tell something was wrong. Turn on the news, and they're talking about the incoming, smoke and haze. There was some haze Tuesday night. I kind of noticed we had an odd sunset. It was, got dark early. It seemed kind of, weird. I think it kind of rained a little bit on Tuesday, which kind of brought some of the smoke and haze out of the air. But then Wednesday, holy crap, it was 2 in the afternoon, and it was the fucking apocalypse outside. It looked like Fallout New Vegas outside. I mean, I had my window sealed as much as I could. I don't have an air purifier. It was, you know, intense. If I was going outside, I had to go find a mask. I mean, I didn't have a, you know, an N95 mask. I just had like these other kind of masks. You know, luckily it's pretty much subsided. The air quality is still ranked unhealthy. I think it's like 160 now. On Wednesday, it was like 450. New York City was the worst air quality in the world on Wednesday. So it's like about like 160 now. So my weekly kickball game got canceled, rightfully so. But tomorrow it should subside to like the low hundreds, where it's still like unhealthy, but like as long as you're not like compromised or have issues, you should be okay. So I didn't go on my run on Wednesday, so I'm gonna try to do my run on tomorrow and just be outside. 'Cause I haven't really been outside for the past couple days. It's been nutty. All right, now to pay attention. I haven't really been paying attention to the game, which I should, because I don't know what their skills do. Okay. Let's see. What's a good target, a candidate for an upgrade? I guess before we look at the mastery, let's get our people outfitted.
Relics remind us of a time before the end.
So for stagecoach, we have medical gear, luxury gear, and road gear. This is beneficial for medical. We don't have tinkerer. This is luxury. Do we have? You know what? When I was building this team, I was like, let's put the jester on here. He could be a good stress heal, so we don't need the man at arms to be our stress heal. And then at the last second, I did not put the jester on the team, so we may need to have him bolster. So in that case, we have the luxury gear. Let's equip that, and let's grab the wolf cub.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Let's grab the wolf cub. Oh no! Oh no! I'm in OBS, not my game. There we go. What a nightmare. Cub on. Yes.
It cannot fight.
This will help mitigate our stress issues a bit. Okay, what else? What other trinkets do you have for us? We've been having decent luck saving our baubles and running into hoarders for like big trinkets. But also we have some decent stuff in the shop here. We have healing given. I don't think we need this because we have 2 classes that can heal, and we don't want our surgeon plague doctor to have reduced damage. I don't think we need the extra HP either, because we have 2 very beefy people in the front, and you're way in the back. I think I will try to save my monies, the baubles rather. Unless there's a good stagecoach item. Another... I was seeing if there's an additional luxury gear, but it doesn't look like it. Well, we might as well put these on.
This will serve well.
Even though they don't stack with the wolf cub, they're just good to have. In items. I mean, we'll probably take the whiskey. That's interesting. I'll take 2 bread for our back line. I mean, they can benefit with some extra health. Okay. Don't need to use this right now. Round start, extra crit. Remove negative quirk, or remove a positive quirk. Nightshade. Ooh, that's gonna be handy. Additional crit for next to N, and apples and cheese. We'll hang on to this. And we have the bounty hunter. We've never used the bounty hunter yet either, but I think because we already have new people, I want to mess with them first. Before we decide who's getting this, we'll go ahead and get rid of a negative. Upgrade their mastery stuff first. I might try to get rid of your germophobic, just because that cosmic flare isn't that big of a deal. Or getting rid of resolute. Yeah, let's get rid of resolute. Okay, great. And now we can buy whiskey. Bum bum bum. Well, what combat items do we have? Explosive. That's nice. Whiskey.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Laudanum, yes, please. And these are always just good to have on, just in case. Yoink. 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 And yoink. You have turn start. Speed is greater or equal to 8. Crit chance. We might need to get someone's speed boosted for that. Plus, I mean, just having burn being dealt is nice, though. We'll put that on you, though. Range skills plus damage. Yeah, you'll be using a lot of range skills. I think you're the only one doing range skills. Okay. And mastery trainer. Toe to toe. I mean, taunting is good. Nice upgrade in the damage. Double the bleed. Barbaric Yop. You know what? I don't know how much I'm going to be using, like, their new abilities yet, so I'm just going to upgrade what I know for right now, which is going to be Blinding Gas. And we'll do... I mean, I guess we're stuck with Bolster. I really want to do something with this, though. Let's do Retribution. And I will equip Bolster. Because we do need the stress heal. And I'll take off... Defender? And we'll see if this works.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Alright, Shroud gives us candles. This gives us mastery point. Clear out the lair. I don't think we can clear a lair just yet. Not the first lair. That seems crazy. Avoid the Hoarder. I mean, we have a lot of baubles, but I don't want to clear a lair out, so we'll go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and drink our whiskey. How's our relationships doing? I mean, it's all pretty neutral right now. We'll boost you, since you have... Will be harder for you to form positive relationships. Little candle skull. And you know what? You're gonna be our... Ooh, is 2 people? 2 targets. Yeah, why not? Let's go. We'll save the rest of our gear. Already? Hey! Retribution? Oh, this is great. Because we're going to be using this constantly. I forgot that Retribution also has a taunt associated. I mean, it makes sense that it does. And Blinding Gas. And they both give dodges? That's great. You know, if I knew... you can't know that, but like... Maybe I could have done the lair boss. I don't know, that lair boss is tough, though.
Propriety floats listless on the tide.
Alright, avoid the hoarder. I see a hoarder on the right, so... Probably not going to go that direction. Field hospital right in the front. Which, again... We might have enough money to get rid of a negative trait. Negative quirk. We did save a little bit of pocket change. I'm walking around money. Wellness. Lazy eye. Greedy. No quirk at all. We'll get rid of germaphobe.
We need not be defined by our shortcomings.
Alright, thank you. Alright. So, we have to go to the left.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Because we're avoiding the hoarder. But yeah, there were so many pictures all over social media and the news. I mean, if you're from the area, you've seen all the orange skies. And you know, I have one buddy of mine. He lives over in Washington now, and we were talking all like in our group, one of our group chats. And he was like, "Yeah," because it was still when the AQI was around like 200. He's like, "Yeah, let me know when it gets, complain to me once it gets over 300." And it did, because he deals with wildfires all the time, being in on the West Coast. It's a lot more common occurrence. It was just very new to us. This gives us a lot of food. I'll take the wheel. We have one wheel broken. This will fix that wheel. Poor blighters. We don't want the lair. Because also we're avoiding the hoarder. So resistance encounter. We'll get another mastery point. I missed that. Missed that debris. Our armor is getting pretty rocked too. We were down to only 1 armor point left. So we've beaten Chapter 2 before. Not with this group, obviously. We've beaten Chapter 2 with the usual suspects. Then we made it to Chapter 3 and we got rocked. So I'm looking to not only open up some new abilities with the new people, with the Hellion and the Occultist, but also ideally get some memories out of these people, beat this chapter, and then send them to Chapter 3, and because we got rocked by the Chapter 3 boss. Because ultimately, of course, we do want to beat Chapter 3 at some point. Okay. We don't need to heal. This will make someone weak and give them a little target point. Who's next? You're going next? We can make you weak. Put a little point on you. And we will now make you bleed with that point. You were starting with stealth. Didn't know that you could do that. So this is just it's pretty much straight damage. But if there was a combo, we do a lot more damage, which is nice. We should keep that in mind. This... Ooh, you can attack the back line with that. That's interesting. This ignores stealth, which we did have a stealth person earlier. The front line. This... You have to be in the second position to use it. And this is going to be for you to come forward and taunt. So let's go ahead and just attack the backline for right now. Maybe we can get Cabin Boy to pop before he mutates. I mean, good damage. Let's go ahead and Retribution. Because you'll taunt, give you dodge. And we gotta remember, his crush skills are better too. But we like that, we'll take it. Okay. Let's try to get a daze in the back line. Slow you down so you... And also now you got a little thing on you. Little, skull. Combo token. We might be able to get you. I just really don't want it to transform is the thing. Yeah, we can't reach him with the crush. I'll do this. I want to do the... whatever thing. I don't know what it's called yet. But let's go ahead and... target... So this is a chance to add a combo token, not trigger it. But good enough. Oh, we got a little unchecked power. You are taking some damage. Can't heal. Okay. We can pull you to the front. I don't really know if we want to do that, though. Does the most damage? I guess this. If we move up one... See, I don't even know if he's, like, in the ideal spot for himself, but, like, we're mostly using range attacks. I mean, I guess he can pop up once you're done stabbing. But let's go ahead and just... Nice crit, though. Holy crap. You're so low now, though. You need... We need you to heal them, I suppose. Yeah. Great time to crit.
Has been tended to.
And now... Oh, we have to be in the first slot for this. I may need Rampart to be able to move up to get to be able to use this, I guess. We're still figuring things out. Because you don't have a way to move back, I don't think.
Thickens the air.
No, okay. Yeah, we got to give Man-at-Arms Rampart. Got to add that to his repertoire as well. Barbaric Yop. No, let's toe-to-toe. Nothing we can do can reach that dude, but he's out of position. So we'll just whack a corpse.
The work continues.
We're learning, and this is the big reason why I didn't want to do the ladder boss, right? We're still figuring out what skills we even need to make this crew actually function. So, because I very much want to use this, to at least try it out. We need Rampart, though. So, man. Okay. 'Cause I very much want Crush as well. And we need Bolster for the stress relief. Man, I really should have had Jester on the team. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, we may be able to unlock stuff that will like make the Hellion be able to go backwards, but again, we're limited just because we haven't got those skills yet. Okay, where are we going? We can go. There's Loathing here. There's also, I mean, there's 2. It will also ruin our last armor. But there's a Watchtower, which will give us a choice over here, or we could just go to the left and whatever these are. Let's do the Watchtower, because God forbid, like, this is a hoarder, and we, you know, after avoiding that one. Watchtower.
The loathing whispers.
Yeah, in regards to the whole sky turning orange yesterday, it was just so bizarre. Like, it was around 2 o'clock, and I'm looking at my living room, and the entire room is orange, just from the sun and the sky. And my blinds were, like, you know, drawn.
The loathing festers.
Like, it looked like the entire, like, outside world was, like, someone had just turned on that Mexico filter that they use when they go to Breaking Bad, whenever there's a scene that's across the border, how everything's like tinted orange and weird. That's what it was. And it really is like, makes me feel like I wish we could do something about climate change, because it's not, climate change isn't like approaching, climate change is here. What do we get? Ooh. Ooh. That is handy. You have a bleed stuff, right? But only when you're in the second position. But you will be bouncing to the second position a fair amount now. And do you have something that you bleed yourself? I don't think so. Because either you're getting... You already have res piercing. Oh, you also... Turn start, you have a chance to bleed as well. So let's go ahead and give you that. That seems smart. And do you have... You don't have bleed piercing? Only when there's a target. But let's just give you that in general, and that will be good for you. So we can do a hero shrine, or we have another resistance encounter. Let's do I would say let's do a resistance counter to reduce the loathing, but which is it's gonna be a net neutral. We will get another mastery point, which let's do that. As much as I want to get some more skills unlocked, I think for the long term, like that, we would want that the hero shrine in the short term. I think for the long term of the run, we're gonna want as many mastery points as we can, at least early on, right? We're not running. We're not running. I mean, yeah, Occultist Bob. You got the right idea. We want to fight these dudes. We're already getting some stress, which is not ideal. I do really like that you can attack the back line from like the get-go. Usually the back line has been tough for us to get to. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Ooh, I didn't realize that was a multi-attack on the back line. Because this guy with the sushi chef, he does a lot of damage. But let's go ahead and... Do we want to come to the front now? Yeah, sure. We got a dodge on us. like, the ideal is I think that these two are going to be doing a little stance dance. Or I guess technically rank dance in the front. Now we'll do the bleed. Right? Get some... get those dots out there. Owie! Now... bleed more?
Early results.
That was a lot more damage than I expected. And yeah, finish off. Oh, did I use the wrong skill? I think I did. Cause I mean, I guess he had his dodge up. Maybe that worked out for the better.
Incremental.
Okay, now we will retribution. Yeah, I did use the wrong one before, but it's fine.
Another impediment cleared with impunity.
I mean, just be exploded. Like, I don't know. Do I put Embarrassment? Do I leave the Hellion in the front, or do I put Man-at-Arms in the front from the get-go? It's an interesting conundrum we have. I think we leave Hellion where she is, though, because, again, her being able to hit the back line from the front spot. Unless she could also do that from rank 2. No, she's got to be in the front for that. For that, leave that ability. No one in the front now, though. Let's go ahead and... I love the way the skull flips around when that happens. Oh, and you got a thing. There you go. Dead. And you get sliced up. Let's go ahead and demand people hit me. This crew is definitely, like, very high damage. We'll, I guess, blast you. And come to the front. Put that gun away, sir. Yeah, it's like very high aggressive. Despite the fact that we have 2 healers, it's like I guess we don't really like otherwise we're not very defensive, and that's why it feels like we're so aggressive. Especially compared to our last crew, which is a lot more like defending, dodging, with the highwayman coming up front, then with his dodges and fading back. But maybe as the enemies live longer, we'll, here's a good example. We want to kill the middle guy first. This altar. Usually they have 2 evangelists. Okay, we're in the front, so we don't really want to be in the front in this case. Toe to toe. No, we don't really want to taunt. Yop. Target down, remove stealth, or... Alright, so let's just start working on you. And we'll move you up first. They do have... Hey, good resist.
An opportunity.
Not a good miss.
Squandered.
We will weaken you.
Measure out your violence.
My team, they bleed so much. Easy with the hands from the ground. Let's try this again. Well, let's actually do this first. Well, no, because you might dodge it. Let's just... Surgeon does a lot of damage with this, or the Plague Doctor does a lot of damage with this Surgeon path. Will you bleed it? Will you bleed out? You will. You will. So in that case, make you bleed. Everyone is like on fire and bleeding. It's not the best. Yeah, big damage from this dude. Let's do some, we'll heal. Because we're gonna do this. Let's do this again. That artillery is a lot of damage. For 2 targets when there's 2 in the back line, I am impressed. And let's stay where we are. No, you have a dodge. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and get healed.
This road cannot be walked alone.
Good. Yeah, I mean, how long does this last, though, is the thing. I mean, I think we gotta not play with Courageous Abandon, I think. Only because if we had a way to stress heal, fine, with another character, but like, I don't think we could reliably get this up and have a shield on him. Boo. That's bad, actually. And we're not getting a lot of empowerment from him either. Like, you might not need to come up to the front. I'm having doubts that our crew is not very good. It's not working as well as I had hoped. Definitely gonna have to rework our squad. Let's go ahead and... Well, we're about to be at the end. Like, I like the artillery, for sure. Maybe we should have went to the Hero Shrine to open up some other skills. Alright, We'll go to the end and we'll figure it out. Well, as we're driving to the end, if you enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider giving me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you would. If you watch on Twitch, we'll be back in just a moment. And if you watch on YouTube, we'll be back with some more content tomorrow. See you around.